I've decided to debut a brand new segment that I'm going to try to do weekly, in which I will formally name soon, maybe tonight. Here's the deal. I'm going to show off something different every week or talk about something different every week. And in this particular case, this is the debut album from Aerosmith. It happened to be released 48 years ago yesterday. It wasn't an immediate hit, except in Boston, their hometown, but did get lots of attention 2.5 years later after the song Dream On got re-released nationally and did very, very well after their second and third albums had already come out. Now, another thing, Bill, I just discovered today, Frampton Comes Alive, out 45 years ago today. Boy, how often did you and I listen to this? I didn't know you, but in 1976, that summer, what a smash.
1976 and 77. I was at that JFK concert both those years when Frampton came alive.
He did. And now we need to name this segment, okay? So I've narrowed it down to 4 possibilities. We're going to go with Piece of Chet, Chet Happens, Chet Just Got Real, or Random Chet.
Well, I don't know really what you have in store for all this, so I'm going to go with Random Chet.
That's good because, yeah, we talk about random stuff all the time, and rather than make it a parting shot, I'm just going to throw it in at some point during the show every week. Random Chet it is. Bill, you know what that means? It's time for another edition of Random Chet.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
Random Chet. Yeah, and although, you know, some folks think I should have gone with Chet Happens or Piece of Chet, we decided on Random Chet, which is just fine. That's a whole nother issue. Anyway, Bill, last Thursday, I don't know if you know this, it was National Bobblehead Day, and somebody asked me if I had any personal favorite bobbleheads in my vast collection. So after giving it a lot of thought, and by a lot of thought, I mean 15 or 20 seconds, I chose 6 or 7 to show off. One of them, because I went to Penn State, is the Penn State Nittany Lion coming out of Beaver Stadium. You are holding in your hands, Bill, Harry and Whitey on my list as well. How about this one, Bill? Let's see. It's an old Kyle Korver bobblehead. And this is different because it's Kyle Korver with some kind of real hair. And this guy who's like 40-something now is still playing in the NBA. At least he was as of last year. I assume he's still somewhere. Kyle Korver. How about another hairy guy, Bill? You know I listen to 93.3 WMMR. How about a Pierre Robert bobblehead? Peace and love, baby. Also, we have, I love this one because it's a Philly. He's one of my favorite Phillies, Jimmy Rollins. And he's got those cool shades, the killer sunglasses that he always wore on the field. So you got to like that one. And, of course, the great Mike Schmidt. Why the great Mike Schmidt? Because he's Mike Schmidt, the greatest third baseman in the history of baseball. And that one actually looks kind of like him, too, so that's pretty good. A real personal favorite, the one you just showed off, is also, as I said, on my list, Harry and Whitey, the 2 greatest Phillies announcers as far as a tandem ever. Got to love those guys. And, Bill, this one, simply because this is a true old-school bobble from the 1960s. I was given this one as a very young kid, and it's been with me pretty much my entire life. As I said, it's old school Eagles with the Kelly green, and it's not in the best of shape. The head pops off, which is just a shame. But I don't know where I got this, but I've had it since I was literally 5 or 6 years old, and it's still with me all these years later. So there you go.
All right, Chet.
We're ringing the bell, Bill. You know what that means.
Random Chet time.
That's quite a bell.
That is.
Yeah, if you heard the bell, that's my new thing. Random Chet. When I decide to ring the bell, it's Random Chet. And I apologize in advance for this one, Bill. I'm pretty sure that in our 6 3/4 years of doing the show, I've never said the word vagina on here. But I saw this story yesterday, and I just had to repeat it for folks who maybe somehow didn't see it. As you may know, Gwyneth Paltrow is an actress. She also has a company, a lifestyle brand called Goop. And just over a year ago, she began selling a scented candle that's called, yes, This Candle Smells Like My Vagina. It is a hot seller, by the way. We got word on Monday, though, that one of those $75 candles, yeah, $75, which I don't have, by the way, one of those candles exploded in the home of a woman in the UK, not in the woman. as she put it, the candle exploded and emitted huge flames with the bits flying everywhere. She is okay, I can assure you. And let's just be thankful, Bill, that it was that candle that exploded, not this one, because she has another candle. And if you can see it on the screen, if that one exploded, that could have quite the explosion. And Bill, I double checked. Both of those candles are available on goop.com, $75 a piece if you want to get one for the missus.
I'm kind of speechless.
Top that, Furman.
You know, the only thing that comes to my mind with that is, does Gwyneth Paltrow just need some attention? I mean, are you buying a candle because of those names? I mean,
do they really smell that way? I wouldn't know. I can't say.
How about like avocado or pineapple or something? You know, I mean,
you know, since these came up for sale last year, of course, there have been a lot of other, you know, people with alternative smelling candles, which I'm not going to mention, but you could only imagine. But I've seen various memes and things on the internet. So look that up if you're, you know.
I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
Oh, I'm ringing the bell. I'm ringing the bell because I think I have to do this.
I tell you what, random Chet, I still haven't recovered from last week's random Chet. So I was actually going to send and say maybe we need to filter this before we put it up there. So we didn't do that. So let's see what you got.
All right.
Boy. Oh boy.
No filter needed this week, Bill. It's going to be okay. So here's the deal. Some crappy weather in the Philly, Jersey area this week. A little cold, a little damp a couple of days ago, a little snow even, but it never fails. You go out to run a few errands or do some shopping, and you always see one or two of these guys, Bill. I'm talking about the year-round shorts guy. I see these guys, and I always wonder, why? Is it a macho thing? Are they just uncomfortable with pants touching the lower half of their legs? What is it? I don't get it. You'll even see the year-round shorts guy sometimes wearing a jacket or a heavier coat, maybe even a hat. But yes, with shorts. If my wife happens to be with me, she will always say to me, "Isn't he cold?" And I'll always say to her, "I can't say for sure, but I'm going to guess that he's not. Should I go ask him?" But no, I never do. And, you know, sometimes you even see these guys working outside. They're working out in the cold weather in shorts, like this mailman. But usually they're just cruising around, walking or doing some shopping or whatever. So, I mean, I wear shorts in the summer, of course, but if it's under, say, 55 degrees, nope. I guess I'm just not that macho guy. And, you know, Bill, I don't know if you remember the Bud Light commercials. I think they were mostly radio commercials, but they had the Bud Light Real Men of Genius commercials, which I loved. And I don't know if they did one for this guy, but if not, let me say it. Here's to you, year-round shorts guy.
Well, hey, throw up the mailman again. I want to see the mailman.
Yeah, the mailman in his year-round shorts. Here he is right here.
Because you know what, Chet? If you look at his face, he's cold. I don't care what his legs are thinking. That face tells me that mailman is cold. I don't know what he's trying to do.
So what is it? I know you're back in Florida now, but you were up here in the great Northeast over the winter. I'm sure you've seen these year-round shorts, guy. Why? Why are they doing it?
I don't know, because that's why I came back to Florida, because it was too daggum cold and I had clothes on. Yeah. You know, I couldn't put enough clothes on, and I'm just not for it. But I don't know. I guess it's a mental thing. You know, it's like those offensive linemen that wear the cut off shirts to show their muscles while they're out playing, and it's like 0 degrees.
As my buddy Denny would tell you, I never even would go to a November or December football game with him because I don't like being cold. He says, it's football weather. Yeah, well, I'd rather be warm and watch football in warmer weather. You know, 50, 60, that's fine. But 30, 20, nah, keep it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.